I had to come back on early because I actually had this scheduled for 5 after, but before I eat this, I had to show you what these look like on the inside. And that is not baking soda, it's not yeast, it's not anything that's normally in waffles except for egg. Egg and collagen and gelatin. And it makes it this kind of like, not kind of, it's like a dough. It's like a, well, batter. Like a waffle. But it is thinner than regular waffles. So, I'm gonna eat the rest of my egg sandwich. I buttered and put a little powdered sugar on one of the waffles because I wanted an extra one. And then I have, okay, the light just went off on the last batch, but I'm gonna let it go a little bit to get a little browner. And then I have my other few little lonely waffles over here. And then I have 3 more in there, so there'll be 6 to put in the freezer. Not a lot, because I just made 1 batch. So this doesn't make a ton of waffles. I ate 3. There's 3 there. It makes about as many as you put eggs in it. So there's 6 eggs in the waffle batter for carnivore waffles, and it made 6 waffles. And that's generally how it goes. And this hollandaise sauce is so good that I would actually, I'll dip my steak in it. It's so good. So good. Let's see, is this ready? Yum, those look wonderful. Nice and toasty brown. And buttery, because I put butter in the waffle iron to keep it non-stick. Oh, it's awesome. And then do put it on a wire rack or a cooling rack of some sort, because these have a tendency, if you just put them on a plate, to sog. But if you put them on the rack, they'll crisp up and they'll be nice and crispy in the toaster. So I just stick them in the freezer, and what I do is I stick them on a cookie sheet in the freezer before I stick them in a baggie, and that really helps so they don't freeze together. They stay nice and separate as long as you don't thaw them on the counter or something when you're, anyway, trying to get rid of, I shouldn't do this with a metal thing on a non-stick. The only thing I wish is that this didn't have, it seems to be pretty tough, but I wish it didn't have Teflon. I wonder what Dash uses for their non-stick, because it does seem pretty, I bet it's Teflon. So I try to be careful with it. lot of times I use a rubber scraper, a rubber spatula, or a, plastic spatula or whatever, although I've kind of gotten rid of my plastic stuff, and I've gotten rid of all my Teflon. Because this is forever chemicals that doesn't leave your body. There. Just so it doesn't burn next time. There we go. Unplug this and let it cool. Want some egg white? Nice catch, Cause. He caught that right in his mouth. He knew Chuki was coming for it. Here. I have to show you. Ready to catch? Oh. But he caught the other one straight on. Nice job, buddy. Okay, make sure everything's out of the way of my dogs. My little dog can't get up on the counter, but my big dog is an opportunist and will grab stuff off the counter. Spoons, forks, knives, plastic things, food. Okay. Oops. Okay, all my plugs are undone. I'm gonna stick the eggs in the fridge and mustard. You know you don't have to put yellow mustard, regular yellow mustard in the fridge, but you do have to refrigerate this. So notice that on the label. Read your labels. I haven't had eggs in a while, so I wanted something with eggs today. And that was just the ticket. Been giving eggs to my dogs in the morning and the evening, just for extra something, because they eat meat. Okay, I'm gonna do my dishes later. Nobody's here. It's so weird. I don't know what's going on. So maybe I'll just be done because I wanted to talk to peeps, but I don't know though. It's only 2:04. Maybe I'll wait till my scheduled time, which is in 1 minute. Let's see if anybody comes on. Put a little bit of hollandaise sauce on the plate for extra. Even though I have plenty in it. Stick the rest of this in the fridge. And this is great on steak. So I'll just warm it up in over some boiling water, like put the little pan inside another pan, like a double boiler kind of, and make it do its thing. Let's see, I'm gonna lower this so you won't be able to see me for a minute. I have I've not done videos in forever, so I know people aren't expecting me. But I did say last week that I would try to get on the weekends, either Saturday or Sunday. Buddy, you are licking my napkin. Stop. Okay, there. Fasten my keys on my... Okay. Oh, I gotta put this towel away. And I'm gonna have to purify this towel again, reheat it after I take trim the ground off of it after it's chilled. And then that's how you purify it. And then I will heat it up again and chill it again. And keep doing that until it's unscented and pure and white. Okay. Everything is away from my dog. Not quite. Goodness gracious. Any of these things he would think were just fantastic. I need a new whisk. I don't think this was really truly stainless steel. It tastes like metal. Okay. I'm gonna bring one of the dogs in here with me. Oh, and I want my sparkling water. Come here, Chuki. Come on. Kaz, come. Kaz, come. Sit. Sit. Thank you. Sit down. Okay, come here, Chuk. Okay, Kaz, free. I have to say free so he doesn't sit there for hours and think that I'm making him sit for hours. I don't know why my dog is trying to get in that bag. I think something is in there that he can have. Okay, I'm gonna set this tripod up here. And then I've got this set up so that I can sit here and it'll be the right height, I think. Got pillows behind me because my dog thinks the pillows are toys for him to play with. And they're not. Can you tell I like purple? I'm gonna go run and get my sparkling water. I'll be right back. Okay, I need to hook up my, no! I don't want you all fighting while I'm on the video. Thought I shut the door. Okay. I need to hook up my earbuds so that the mic, so it's mic'd, so you can hear me better. And these are my new earbuds. Let me see here. I'll just leave and come back real quick. I forgot what my new earbuds are called. They're called Open Run. They're by Shock, and I thought that it would pop up as Shock or Shocks or whatever. Anyway, still eating carnivore. Still doing well. Tweaking and experimenting when necessary. Eating a little bit of fermented food, like sauerkraut, which I haven't done lately. Pickles would be okay. If they're good pickles, clean pickles. Those Grillo's brand, or yeah, there's some brands that don't have coloring in them. Because a lot of brands make them green or greener or look fresher by putting color, food coloring in them. Yellow number whatever. It's insane. Yummy. This egg was cooked better than the other one. The other one was overdone. It must have gone in the pan first. Yeah, I can't get distracted because I like my eggs cooked 2.5 minutes for poached. No more than 2 to 2.5 minutes. So good. So a lot of times if I do this recipe, I already have the waffles done, which makes it a lot easier. But that waffle recipe isn't bad. It's not bad. And these waffles with the bit of seasoning inside the waffle is good. Pepper, garlic, salt, and that's what I did. See how fluffy that is? It's amazing. And I've been keeping my floors pretty clean, but I need to go around and get dog hair up again. That's a regular chore, regular job. I should have grabbed a napkin. Oh, I have a towel in here. That's what this hand towel is for. That was yummy. Totally yummy. 2 egg sandwiches and an extra waffle with a little bit of powdered erythritol in it. for sweetener. I don't do a lot of that sweetener. I'd rather do allulose because that's one of the healthier ones. I wish somebody would come on here so we can test my sound and stuff. Anyway, but such is life. I will come on later so I can chat with people. Maybe I'll schedule it for I put this in a Grolsch bottle. It's my sparkling water, but it's a really big bottle of Pellegrino. Those are bigger bottles. And so I separated out into smaller bottles. So I'm not drinking out of the ginormous. I like these Grolsch bottles, and it's nice that it has this little finger hold on it. I forgot about these bottles, but I had them to make kombucha in. Ew, there's like a bug in here or something. I should get my chopstick. Get that out of there. It's like a gnat. Made me think of that scripture. Strain a gnat to swallow a camel. Jesus had some amazing sayings. That was to the Pharisees, I believe. You strain out a gnat to swallow a camel. Because they were so legalistic. They thought their laws and everything would keep them righteous, and then they would be so sinful and mean to people and not take care of widows and orphans and stuff. So that's what it was about. And then I put a little bit of lemon essential oil, which I say on my videos a lot because I love doing that. I always do that, actually. I don't really skip it. I put it in my electrolytes. I put it in my sparkling water. But I really do like these bottles because they seal the fizz in. And the bottles that the Pellegrino comes in, they are glass. Excuse me. But the lid is not very well resealable. So all the fizz goes away as soon as you open it. So I transfer them into the Grolsch bottle immediately. And I just put the whole bottle in a Grolsch bottle or two. Actually, I need two. And then for in one of my leftover, I have kombucha bottles that just from the store, old ones that I washed out and reused for kombucha. I'll put it in part of it in one of those too. Anyway, it's much cooler today, and I might go out and weed whack, but I have some to do in the house. And these are bone, I don't know if you noticed, but they're not in my ear. They're on the jawbone. They're bone conducting earbuds. They're kind of cool. Not sponsored, but they're kind of cool. I got it from Costco, and I had lost my other earbuds, and then I found them. And so I got these to replace them. They were $75. They kind of hurt my ear after a while if I wear them too long. But I wrap some kind of gauze around them on the ear to keep them from hugging my ear so tightly. Anyway, but hopefully they do work well on the phone, so I think the mic is fairly good. Let's see, I'm going to lower this down a little bit. There. I don't think they need to go down all the way. Just mostly. Maybe they could go down all the way. I don't know. Anyways, I'll leave it that way. So that was yum, and I am full. I didn't eat steak yet. My my beef went in the slow cooker to cook low and slow. And I'm gonna put a stick of butter in with the beef when it gets done, and some salt, pepper, some salt and pepper. You don't have to do pepper. Black pepper has a lot of oxalate, so I use white pepper. And I've said that before too. So if I repeat myself in my videos and you watched my other videos, sorry. Saying it kind of for the benefit of the newbies. And nobody's here. So I think I'm going to bow out because I wanted to chat with people at this point now that I'm done cooking and eating. And I will chat with you later. I'll comment later and see if anybody wants to chat then, because I haven't chatted in a long time. So that would be nice. But I think I will clean my room, clean the floors in my room, and clean the floors out in the rest of the house, and get the dog hair up and spot mop. Vacuum. I vacuum my hard floors too, because I have a vacuum that'll do that. You know what I was thinking? I will say this before I get off. I was thinking about getting, it's not a Roomba, it's a different brand, but it mops and sweeps, and it does a good job of mopping, I hear. And because some of those didn't work very well, but this is a newer version, and it actually goes back to the dock, and it refills with clean water, dumps the old water, and refills with clean water in between. I'm like, that's amazing. So I think it's something ridiculous, like $1,000. But I think I'm going to save my money and do it, because it would save me so much time and so much, yeah, I'd be able to. And the one thing is, though, is how do you keep your dog from eating it? I might have to run it at night, but then would he bark at it at night when it's running? I don't know. I could have it clean the room that he's in while he's outside, but I think I'd have to almost leave him outside for longer. I guess he would get used to it, but at first he might eat it. And would he eat the docking thing? I don't know. Have to train him to not eat it. Use the vibration collar. I can put the shock collar on shock, but I could also just use it on, um, you know, just warning vibration, that kind of thing. I'll have to train him to that collar. Well, come on later. I'll try to get on around 6 o'clock Pacific. I can't talk. Not specific. Pacific. 6 o'clock? No. Let's do 5 or 4. Look for me at 5 or 4. I'll reset the live and schedule it.